Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about like fan recognition, or not fan recognition. It's just that, in the small town I live in, I've kind of become a niche quote celebrity. What I mean by that is a lot of, especially young people, know who I am through TikTok. And that doesn't exactly mean that's a good thing, because a lot of these people are NTs or simps. They try to make fun of my videos. They try to actively mock me, my content, and me as a person, especially my physical attributes. They're like, holy shit, I can't count the amount of times people have attacked my height. Like, motherfucker, please prove me right even more than you already are. Like, goddamn. And it's always, like I said, these young people, these fucking NTs that are always tall and like, or maybe sometimes they're ND, but the bad way of being ND, being simps and being like so socially inept that you're willing to make fun of yourself a lot, become a jester to fit in. Or that you just copy everything everyone says just to fit in. It's like disgusting. And these are the kind of people, more correctly said, that mock me and try to make fun of me. Like, they keep coming up to me sometimes in real life, trying to like, oh my god, can I have a picture, or like, your videos are so sigma skibidi. I don't know. Like today on the bus back home from my job. I guess I have a job. I am employed. I was eating some Burger King, and what I hear from backseat is like, suddenly out of nowhere, the people behind me, I already knew they were gonna be obnoxious because they just looked like it. It was this group of like six, maybe five, maybe teenagers that were like, they were probably left leaning or left wing or something. Like they just seemed like a bunch of sissies. You know what I'm saying? Like the typical, like, oh my god, make fun of everything that doesn't fit into your small view of the world. You know what I'm saying? So they started talking about look maxing, and they spoke very loud, and I looked back, and I saw one of them was staring at me while they talked about it. And then they started talking about, oh my god, the eating slop like McDonald's is bad, just because I was eating McDonald's. Like, that's also the thing, a lot of people make fun of me just because of my existence, for being short, for being Asians, like casual racism, blah 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 blah. And they always do it in this nasty snake way. They never do it to my face. They always do it like behind my back, quite literally, when I can't definitively prove they're making fun of me. They're hiding behind their little mask of "it's just a joke, bro," or the fact that you can't definitely prove that they're making fun of you. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, speak to me. If you're gonna talk shit, speak to me face to face. But every time I've done that, they'd be like, I'm not talking about you, bro. And I'm like, then what are you talking about? Then I'm talking about the... And I'm like, fuck's sake, bro. Like, you're a dick. I'm just gonna say, you're a fucking dick. You're a piece of shit. Like, what more do you want me to say? You're trying to make fun of me, and then they're probably gonna come up to my face, maybe after this video, and say, like, if I confront them, like, how am I a dick? Like, you make videos about hating women. I'm like, no, I don't make videos about hating women. I make fucking videos about my experience with women. I make videos that exposes the evil of some women. You know what I'm saying? I remember it distinctly. I keep saying in every fucking video, if you actually watch them, I do not hate every single woman. I love my mother, I love my grandma, I love my, I think it's called grandma as well, on your father's side and on your mother's side. And I appreciate the work of a lot of women, caretakers, kindergarten teachers, all of that. But I'm pointing out what is wrong with the modern generation of women's behavior. And when I say women's behavior, I don't mean every single one of them. They are purposely misunderstanding me. Like, that's like saying, oh, boys' behavior. And then you say, like, boys' behavior, they are a lot more rowdy than girls. Yes, they fucking are, but not every single one of them. It's a word of expression. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna edit that part out. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, fucking, please. You're embarrassing. Like, that's also a thing. They're embarrassing themselves extremely. They like keep saying, sometimes when I confront them, like, what are you talking about? You're embarrassing yourself with the videos you make. And I'm like, how am I embarrassing myself? What I'm saying in my videos, it's the truth. It's that I say that a lot of women, in modern society, view very superficial things as more important than they are, and that's disgusting. And they're like, oh yeah, so you think women can't have a choice, a free choice of what they want in a man? And I'm like, that's not exactly what I'm saying. It kind of is, because you can't expect someone to be perfect. That's weird. And you can't hate someone for being short or for being Asian. That's disgusting. And they try to twist my word every time. And I say that to them. I tell them, no, I don't hate women. I don't think women should not be able to choose who they want to love. I just think they should let go of these superficial things. Because I don't think that a woman that is like 5 foot tall needs to have a standard of a guy. It needs to be over 6 foot tall. And they say, they keep repeating themselves. They're like, oh, so you think women aren't allowed to choose who they love? You don't really choose who you love based on fucking height. That's like me saying that shit. It's like saying, I choose not to love girls that are under 5 foot tall or something. Like, it's you realize now when a man says it how fucking weird it is. I don't date men under 6 foot tall. I don't date women under 4 foot tall. Like, do you understand how disgusting that is? Please, like, fuck off with your fucking virtue signaling ass. Like, shit. Like, this message. Okay, so of course nobody fucking who's gonna make fun of me gonna watch the entire video. They're gonna maybe watch the first 5 seconds of it. Lay off, Let me be. If you're gonna fucking talk to me to my face, Have a conversation with me. Don't just fucking try to make fun of me. Don't try to be some kind of fucking jester. Don't try to fucking climb the social hierarchy by pushing me down. That is exactly what I'm talking about in my videos. That type of behavior is disgusting and bad for society. And again, like, be open to my ideas or be open to a discussion. Because I already know from previous debates with people that they will always try to find the tiniest of fucking chinks in your armor to just tear you open. That kind of sounded wrong, but you get what I mean. It's like, let's say everything I've said. Let's say I have 5 things wrong. They're gonna attack those 5 things relentlessly and then continue to tear open these 5 little things into 10 things that are wrong. 20, 30, 50, you know what I mean? They're going to take minor things and turn them into that, so it sounds like I'm a bad person. That is the idea. That's like kind of some of the most subtle things in debates, or in my opinion, bad ways of debating, villainizing the other person. That is of course something that works, and that's why they do it, because they don't have real arguments. And let me give you an example for what I mean villainization. The abortion question is a very good example. It's like, both parties use it. In my opinion, it's more, objectively true, because like even I use that villainization tactic when debating, but I only use it when there's objective truth. It's like I said in the abortion question, a lot of women say, so you think a woman should be forced to carry a baby she can't take care of? Is that what you're saying? You think a woman should have to throw away her whole life for one mistake? And they ignore everything else. Like, please, yes, that is kind of what we were saying, but you're wrong. And they won't let you finish that sentence. They will just say, focus on you saying yes, and like how, and then just pepper you with questions, But like I said, there's more. There's not one mistake she makes. It's several mistakes. Sleeping with the guy, not wearing protection. Let's say the protection breaks. Not taking responsibility. Again, going back to protection, which is, I've spoken about this in another video. Like, there's so many steps. There's not one mistake. There's several. And like, yes, take responsibility for your child. It's not like your fucking life is gonna end because of it. Or sometimes it is going to end. But I'm for that kind of abortion if the mother's life is in danger. But that's very, very rare. So, they try to villainize you. They try to deem you, like I said, oh my god, you think women shouldn't be able to live their life? You know what? I talked about that earlier in the video. I think it was like, when they're like, oh my god, you hate women, you know what I mean? They fucking twist my word and just make me out to be a villain. And then pro-lifers' argument is like, oh, so you want to kill babies, which is kind of true in a way, because, I don't know, the definition of a baby, I can't remember if it's like, it's a newborn human, or if it can be a baby in the stomach, But a better maybe wording is, you don't value life. That is, because that is literally, that is an objective fact. You do not value life. That is an objective question. Like, why do you want to end this life? Do you not value life? That do you not think life is the most precious thing there is? And they will be like, oh, it's not a life. Yes, it fucking is. Oh, it's like a bacteria. No, it fucking is, because a bacteria can't become a human being. You know, Jesus fucking Christ. But that is not the topic for today. It's like, yeah, no, fan meetup. But you know, I've had very few fan meets where the guys are yeah, it's always guys that appreciate, you know, what I do and think my videos are interesting and all that, and I really appreciate that. I like the feedback, and I wish to grow more as a influencer. I don't know if that's what I am. Yeah, to conclude the video, I just want to say, like I said, if you have problems with me, speak with me, you know, and don't try to speak me, and don't try to speak with, and don't try to speak to me with the mindset that I'm going to scream at this guy. I'm going to prove that he's a asshole. Speak with me with an open mind. Speak with me with, you know, understanding. Try to understand my perspective, because that's how I debate. I try to understand these feminists, and that's why I can always debunk their arguments, because I understand them. I understand that they often are, you know, victims, real victims, and they, you know, never want other women to, or themselves, to be victimized again. So I tell them, like, yes, I understand that a lot of men are evil, but you don't have to shit on every man, because you know, some few were bad, and I try to, you know, objectively debunk shit they say. Like, yeah, one of the things, like, easy fix to problem is stop bringing in a bunch of violent criminals, because all these feminists will vote for, you know, free immigration and all that. So that's kind of a way to not get, you know, abused like you were. That is kind of a weird way to end the video. Yeah. So I'm gonna end off the video in a little better way. And that is that I'm going to play a game now with my friend. And I've been keeping him waiting for 1 hour. I'm such a good friend. I believe we can play in about, or for about 2 hours, before I have to go to bed, or he doesn't. I'm very certain he might not even pick up, because he's too tired or sleeping. I told him I was gonna call him at 20, but I wasn't home before like 9:30, like 20:30. I ended work 19, but you know, I didn't expect it to take me an hour or more to get home. But yeah, that would be the whole video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.